Hello and welcome back to another video. I have the water filling there behind me, so I'm trying to walk away because the tractor is loud, but I just said while I'm doing that I'll let you know what I'm up to today. So as you can see, I'm in the field where the cattle have been and I'm going to go topping this today and tidy it up. The rushes are back as bad as ever, but they did a good enough job feeding it down. In fairness, I don't think they're going to get much more out of it, but I do have the 5 cows and calves back further. I don't know if you can make them out there, they're all lying down, I think. So if they are coming back for water, they might pick a bit on the way. I don't have a backing wire on them. Usually we would cut them off just at the stream, but we're still not getting any rain, so we have no water in the stream, so I'm still having to fill the bath. But again, the fact that I've only the 5 cows here now will take the pressure off that as well. The yearlings and the big heifer are gone up then to where we would have cut the first cut silage. They're grazing up there now. There's good grass after coming there as well, so just takes the pressure off. It means that we have to move them less. The cattle back there, there's some lovely grass. The topping made a fab job of back there. Even Dad admitted it, so that'll tell you. I'll show you now, maybe later today after my topping, or I'll show you in this video anyway. But it's some really nice grass back there, so they should get some decent time out of it. And same with the ones above, so it'll just take a bit of pressure off. I also want to show you the shed door because that has been done and it looks great, and hopefully we will get the 135 back in this video because it's gone a long time now and I want it back because I want to go spreading fertiliser below the big field basically that I topped. I want to get a bit of fertiliser out there, and yeah, I just want the 135 back. When it does come back, I'll let you know the work that it had done. Don't be expecting a refurb job. There's no cosmetic work done on it, unfortunately. It's all mechanical, but I'll let you know what was up with it and what was fixed. And we've got a few drops of rain there now, so I'll get going, get the forks off, get the topper on and get moving. I didn't get too far without spotting some ragwort that I missed. I spotted a good few more actually, so they've all been pulled now. I'll jump out if I find any more, but I don't want to be cutting these because the cattle don't eat them when they're in the ground, but if they're cut and they dry or anything, they will eat them and they're very toxic, so I don't want any issues with cattle. Oh, I see another one. I'll grab that now as well while I'm at it and get back to it. Now, I am really happy with the job done in here. It's actually much cleaner than when I did it at the start of the year, probably because the rushes weren't quite as thick, and also I'm getting used to the width of the topper compared to the tractor. But yeah, I'm really happy with it. It has tidied it up. Something else. Whether grass will come here now or not is another thing, but at least it looks good anyway, and it's giving it a chance. Now I'm just giving a quick look at the shed door today because it's not fully done. The sheeting on the bottom of it just needs to be put on, but you'll get the idea and you'll see the 390 going in. But before that, you'll see there the wire just isn't high enough to go above the door now that it's raised. So Dad was originally thinking that we're going to have to get an electrician in to extend it or whatever, but then he came up with the idea of maybe trying to find a bit more slack on it. So that's what I was doing there, and now all I'm doing is tacking it on above the door, using the tacks that were already there. It's gas. We will use everything that we have, but it actually worked out really well. I'm very happy with how it looks, and it just tidied it up a bit as well. I honestly didn't think it was going to work, but here you have it, job done. And this is the maiden voyage into the shed. It was the first time, so I actually put up the sunroof just to see how much clearance I have. And as you can see there is loads of clearance. So a job well done, and it'll be staying inside from now on. Now I'm back out this morning and I'm up here with the yearlings. The weather just turned a bit dirty the last day when I was topping, and I've been fairly busy with just life and work since, so I haven't done a whole lot on the farm this week, but today and tomorrow are my days off, so it's time to catch up. I just came up here to have a look at them. They're just above the house, and I wanted to see how they're getting on with the lick bucket because I gave them a new one the last day. So they're on the Wellman Super Thrive now. That's another one that Agritech sent me out. So we weren't giving it to them while they were still with the cows because we were saying the cows would only be wasting it when they don't need it. So as soon as we moved them up here, I got it out, and they all seem to be enjoying it anyway, so that's good. As you can see, it's a fairly content bunch there behind me now, so I'm not going to disturb them. I'll leave them at it. I'm just going to take the reel here. They've got the final bit of grazing below them now, and then they'll graze upwards from here on, and I'll just leave the wire above as a backing wire and let this be coming back. Hopefully might even spread a bit of fertiliser on it tomorrow. But I have a few things on today. So myself and Dad are planning on going water truck shopping. So if I do purchase, if Dad purchases, I will let you know what we get anyway. We're probably going to get 2, but we'll see how we're going and what's there. I also need to spread fertiliser with the 135 because it's back. Delighted. Haven't had a proper look at it, so we will go down and take a look at that maybe next. I said to Dad, right, what did he do with it? He was like, I don't know. He did enough anyway. I told him to fix what was broken. So I'll try and figure out what that means. Anyway, sorry, it's a bit breezy as usual up here. But we'll get the spreader on then, go spreading the fertiliser. I still have protected urea left over, so I'm going to show you hardship level 8, I would say, but I'm going to save the surprise until I'm down there. Some of you might guess what this hardship might be from watching previous videos, but yeah, I'll save the surprise. So look, we'll get going, get the few bits done, and yeah. Now, I thought the rain was coming. Well, the rain is coming, so I just said I'd throw on the spreader quickly, but it hasn't materialised yet. So I will give you a look at it on. I have my GPS here as well, so no shades of yellow in my fields, I hope. But I'll turn it on. You can have a listen to it. I forgot how good it starts compared to the 390, but yeah, I'll throw it on and then I'll let you know what I've discovered has been fixed anyway. one surprise. So can you see that? Probably not, but we have lights for the first time in decades, so that's the best part. Now I'm just sitting in because there is a bit of rain there, so it's just great to have it back. I actually forgot how much I missed it. I just love this tractor and always will. I love my 390, but this is the baby. But so what was done, there's a few things I know were done, and then there's a few things I can feel and see were done as well. So the PTO had a leak in it. I didn't even know that was possible, but so that was fixed. The fuel tank was replaced. The injector pumps or injectors, whatever, a lot of people said that they would be my issue when it was cutting out that day. Yeah, they were blocked, so he sorted those out. The crankshaft seal leak was fixed, I think. Well, that's what it was sent mostly for. So I assume that was fixed. I don't see any little drops of oil anyway, so I think that was done. The clutch was definitely tightened up. The brakes were done. The handbrake I can feel was probably done as well. It just seems a bit tighter. And we have lights for the first time in decades. Now we only have headlights, but that's fine. I don't really need the rest of it anyway. It's only if I'd be in the yard when the evenings are closing in later in the year. It's just lovely to have them. They're a little bit wonky, but I think it just adds to the charm, and that is probably because, I don't know, was it before or after my dad's accident? I can't remember, but basically he was sorting cattle in the shed. I think he was on his own, and one of the cows kicked out and broke one of the headlights, and he didn't want my granddad to know. And now my granddad would have been late 80s, 90s at this stage anyway, at least. And so he literally just went away and just bought a headlight and just stuck it in there. He didn't even try and connect it up or anything. He just stuck it in there so that Grandad wouldn't find out. And he never did. Yeah, so obviously the mechanic hooked it up and it's going. But I've never seen lights working on this tractor. So yeah, it's great to have them. So I am delighted. But anyway, I think the day is only going to turn worse and I don't want wet fertiliser. So I'm going to head down. My GPS is up and running there as well. So we'll get a bit spread around the place and get some grass moving. Although, to be fair, growth is very good at this stage. But we just wanted to kick on now for the autumn. Sure, like we're practically autumn already. So this is kind of the time to get it into the ground. Now, this is what I meant by the hardship. So I only have a big bag of fertiliser, but I still don't have the loader for the 390, so I couldn't lift it with a front loader like a normal farmer would. So I had to just bucket it out in stages. But look, to be honest, it wasn't actually as bad as I thought it was going to be. Once I got into it, it was fine. It was just more trying to keep it covered from the wet was the problem now once it's open, because I used the majority of it but not all of it, and the pallet is broken so I can't even lift it. But look, it actually took no time at all.
Now just to have a look at the GPS once I have it done. So there it is. You can see the red tractor. That's where I'm parked up in the field now. You'll see the green is where I have covered. The little bits of red is just slight overlap, and then the white bits are bits that I missed. So they're very small in reality, those little bits. Now, maybe if I was spreading for silage, I'd go back over it and give it a bit of a light shake. But when it's only for grazing, that's perfect. You'll see at the headlands there as well, what I do is I just drive across those as well. I turn off the GPS for it though, because I don't want it to go all red basically and make me look like I've done a terrible job. But that's it. Very, very straightforward. You'll see the black line around the outside. That's because I have measured that field, so it knows where I am when I drive into it with the GPS on. And basically all I do is drive along and follow a blue line. So I'm no longer looking at the field now. I'm literally looking at the screen of this and following the blue line. So it couldn't be any easier, really.
Now I'm back from looking at the trucks. They didn't have the ones we wanted. They had massive ones that are clearly for like massive dairy herds really. So we're just waiting on them. They're going to order in a few 45-gallon ones for us, and Dad said we'll actually go for 3. So I'll show you all of that when they come. It'll probably be a few weeks now by the time they come in and we get them here and get around to trying to put them in and all that. So but I will keep you updated with that. I have the topper on there now, so I'm just going to top that small field, and I think that's pretty much me done for the day. It's been productive enough, and I have another full-on day now tomorrow to come as well, so I don't want to kill myself either. So I'll show you what it looks like at the end, and I'd say I'll finish up for the day then. Right. Now that is me done for today. So I actually couldn't finish it yesterday evening because I broke 3 shear bolts on the topper. Combination of 2 things. One, my own fault, because the blades are definitely blunt at this stage. I keep saying I'll sharpen them, so I'll do that before I go topping again. And then the brushes in there were crazy thick. I mustn't have topped it since fairly early-ish on in the season last year, by the looks of those rushes anyway. But it's job done now. I broke another 2 today, but anyway, it's done. You'll see there I topped around the reseed as well. So Dad was just saying he couldn't see the reseed from the road because obviously he's lower down, all the rushes were blocking it. So he just wanted me to tidy it so that he could see. So I actually just did a circle the whole way around it. So we can keep an eye on it better now. But that's it for this video. As always, thanks for watching. If you liked it, give me a like, and if you haven't already done so, please subscribe. Thank you.